Buenos días, queridos alumnos de Cela Spanish School Online. Today I want to explain to you when we use the imperative in Spanish. What reasons motivated me to plan a mini course on the subject and why sometimes it seems so difficult to learn the imperative. As always, I recommend watching the video in Spanish. You can always return to the video in English to check if you have understood correctly. In Spanish, we use the imperative almost in the same situations in which it is used in any other language. It is an option to give instructions, explain procedures, call the attention of the person with whom we are speaking, ask for something, invite someone to do something, etc. Vamos a ver. How many times have you used the imperative in your language today? Here it is 12 noon. I have already used it a couple of times. Pásame el azúcar. Llámame más tarde. Oye. Mire. Pase, por favor. Deme un café con leche, por favor. Cuídate. Toma. What would happen if you could not use the imperative in your language? Or what would happen if you misuse it? You could not express yourself clearly and accurately in some situations of daily life. If you do not use the imperative in Spanish, or use it incorrectly, your Spanish will sound strange, just as it would sound strange to not use it in English, for example. Well, let's now deal with Spanish. What would you answer in Spanish in the following situations? ¿Puedo abrir la ventana? Sí, claro, ábrela. Sí, claro, ábrala. This is what I would respond spontaneously. The option, sí, puedes abrir la ventana, is grammatically correct, but from the point of view of communication, it sounds strange and unnatural. ¿Puedo usar tu coche? Tu carro, tu auto. Sí, claro, úsalo. Sí, claro, toma las llaves. Sí, claro, aquí tienes las llaves. Tráemelo antes de las 5 de la tarde. All these are options. Surely there are more. Estamos en un restaurante y quieres otra bebida. Señor, por favor, tráigame otra cerveza. Otra cerveza, por favor. Quiero otra cerveza. Quiero otra cerveza sounds discourteous and decisive. You can make it sound kinder by intonation or by using the expression por favor. I would never say it because I find it unkind. Option number 1 is what I would say. ¿Quieres que un amigo se quede a comer con ustedes? Anda, quédate a comer con nosotros. ¿Quieres comer con nosotros? ¿Comes con nosotros? Options 2 and 3 leave space for our friend to refuse the invitation. Option 1, no. If you really want your friend to stay for dinner, you will use this option. Entras a una panadería y pides un pan. Buenos días, por favor, deme un pan integral. Quiero un pan integral, por favor. ¿Me da un pan integral, por favor? These are all options that we can use if we want to order something. As we have seen, the imperative is a very important option. If you use the imperative correctly in Spanish, your Spanish will immediately sound more natural, more fluid, and will take you a big step closer to the native speaker's speech. That is why it is so important to master it. Why a mini course on the imperative? In all these years in which I have been teaching Spanish, 26 to be exact, I have been surprised by the fact that even students of an advanced level of Spanish who use the subjunctive well make mistakes when using the imperative. Errors such as confusion of tú and usted, errors in the use of the negative imperative, insecurity in the placement of pronouns when they are with imperative, or completely avoiding the imperative using complicated and unnatural structures. And why is this so? The answer is very simple. It is the fault of the teachers and the books. We are the guilty ones. We often give our students a table with the conjugation of regular, irregular verbs and the negative imperative, and we expect them to learn them by heart. We also have the nerve to say that the imperative is easy, since the irregular verbs are the same as in the present. Actually, the conjugation of the imperative is not so easy. It is necessary to organize the information in logical steps and practice immediately, so that the information can be assimilated. Of course, the irregular verbs are the same as in the present, but the conjugation is completely different. For us at our school, it is important to think like someone who learns Spanish. Put ourselves in the situation of the learner. That is why we always work with small pieces of information and immediately put them into the practice. We have divided the theme of the imperative in the following didactic sequence: conjugación regular y práctica, conjugación irregular y práctica, imperativo negativo y práctica, imperativo más pronombres, práctica. We practice with exercises with solutions and audios, and exercises corrected and commented by the teacher. In the last lesson, lesson 4, we practiced what we have learned in exercises of reproduction with authentic texts, videos of native speakers, and in authentic context. We invite you to watch the videos with the grammatical explanations about the imperative in our YouTube channel and practice with our written material with teachers' feedback. The information about the course and our school are in our website, which we invite you to visit.